Yeah, I'll use the oh, it's okay. I know you started, but I will try and go through the chat box, Emma,
Okay.
while you talk too.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, thank you so much for being on. I know this was last minute. We posted about it a little later than we had planned, but I appreciate you guys being so awesome with spontaneity. I feel like sometimes that even can work better sometimes. And I feel like I have a piece of broccoli in my tooth because I totally just munched on broccoli and totally feel it, but that's fine. Okay, so we are obviously going to Summit. I leave tomorrow night. I have a red eye. Gabby is leaving when you get in Wednesday morning as well. We're all going to be there Wednesday. So you guys, if you can be active in the group, I would love that, like in the team pages and stuff. Obviously, we will be, and we'll talk more about what we're doing kind of in Indianapolis. We have some groups going that are going to be talking about coaching. So if you will just type in the chat box, like, what do you do full time for work? So we want you guys to connect with each other and just get to know one another. So maybe like just post where you live, how old you are, and what you do for work. And that way we can kind of get to know one another. So for me, you know me, I'm Emma. I'm 27. I live in Bellevue, Washington. And well, maybe you don't know me. I'm not going to assume that. I'm a full-time coach. I'm also getting into doing some more lifestyle stuff and creating some other kind of like grief notebooks and stuff, but that is just something that I'm passionate about. And I was in school. I was going to school for early childhood education, so I feel like I'm able to use that now as a coach. I love it. I think it's awesome, and I'm going to actually start sharing that more on my Instagram. That's something that I want to do. So bartender, medical billing, and I own a sign business. My last week working in day treatment with adolescents therapy side, next week, and yeah, you start a new position as a mental health case manager with adults. Minneapolis, student exercise science and graduate in August, and stay-at-home mom. So awesome. So fun, like learning about you guys. And
So fun.
I'll go.
I wanted you guys to also know, like Emma's been a coach for 5 years, and I've only been a coach for like since October. So what is that, like 7 months?
Yeah.
I'm a bartender, so like I feel like I do have the capability of to be home during the day and be able to do emails, and so I know. But I did have a job working at a daycare, so I know what it's like to work all day and then only have time at night to run your business. I know what it's like to work full time and have a hard time running your business, and I really want you guys to really engage with other people that are with that also have full-time jobs, because you guys can feed off each other and get ideas. And since you both have full-time jobs, you both know the struggle of working a lot while trying to run your business. That's why we kind of want to do these calls so you guys can connect and create friendships like Emma and I have created. So just wanted to put that out there.
No, totally. And when I first started my business, like I was going to school, working 3 jobs, like, and that was my life for 2 years. And it was challenging, but like Gabby said, worked late nights. But I loved it. And when you put sacrifice in, you have to make some sacrifices. When you're doing anything in life with whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter what it is. But yeah, and also, do you guys have a set routine for yourself? Like if you aren't like actively like maybe setting a time for when you can get your power hour in, or when you're working out, when you're meal prepping, things like that, like having a routine that you can get accustomed to when you're checking into the challenge groups, things like that, so that you're not overwhelming yourself. I feel like having a planner and just knowing so that when you sit down, if you only have an hour, that you can get the things that are most important to you at that moment. And always ask us for help. Like if you're like, I'm struggling with my routine, like we are here to help. Like Gabby said, we understand. Like we understand that it takes a balance, and whatever that looks like for you, it's going to be different, but we're here to help you kind of figure that out with what that looks like for your life.
Can I say one thing? I really think, and I honestly was not gonna lie, inspired by Ruthie, but from her post. And if you guys have not freaking read her posts, dude, you need to go and read her posts. But what it comes down to, and I've kind of been feeling this way, is you're gonna go. You always want to be authentic, and so it's kind of so hard to be authentic when you're like rush, 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 rush. Okay, I totally get that. And lately, I've been reading, which if you're not reading personal development, you're not going to make it in this business. I'm the one that has a tough love. Like, I will tell you right now, you will not make it in this business if you are not listening to personal development. And the one book that I highly recommend is Get Over Your Damn Self. And she talks about, building your business organically and authentically. And what Ruthie mentioned the other day, was what is your why? Like, if you don't have a clear why, then this business isn't going to work. That's how you will be authentic. That's how you'll be organic with your business. And stop talking about like what Ruthie said. Just, you need to start sharing how the products make you feel, not about the products. So, and that's huge, because no one cares. No one cares that you're like, oh, look at my Energize, like it's the best. Like, no one cares. They're gonna be like, okay, well, C4 is the best. Okay, explain to them why. Why are you taking the products? How does it make you feel? How does coaching make you feel? I just shared this. Okay, and so I really want you guys to. The first thing you should always do is figure out your why, and figure out explaining how the products make you feel, and how being a coach makes you feel. So honestly, if you guys want to go right in the chat box and tell me or whatever, go ahead. But I really want you guys to, write your why. And if you don't have one, be honest and be like, I don't have one yet. I need help figuring it out, and we'll dig deep and help you find your why. Go ahead, Emma.
Okay. Sorry. I was trying to close out my iPhoto because it keeps beeping, so I'm sorry. I shut Flume, but it's not that. So yeah, and honestly, like, that's how you're going to be successful, is by sharing your story, not by sharing the product. So you are selling you. For me, I have a sensitive stomach, so I drink Energize because it makes my stomach not hurt, and it also picks me up at night. Like, if I'm like, oh, I need a coffee, I'll actually do like an extra scoop of Energize. And I tell people that. I talk to people about that, sending them third-party videos. Like, there is a video that compares C4 and Energize, because I know a lot of my friends that go to the gym that use C4, and it's not great, right? Like, actually, if you try and research C4, try and see if anything pops up. Like, if you can find any ingredient, because you actually can't. Like, it's really hard to find out like what is in it. And I think when you talk to people also about those things, and don't be afraid of skeptics. Like, if people are skeptical and they're asking you questions, like, that's a good thing. You want to be able to answer and help people overcome their fears, because it's like they're going to you for help, and you can guide them in the right direction. And so I wanted to also talk about like earning money. Obviously, you guys are probably like, I know some of you were just running a clean week. So I'm curious, how has that gone with following up with the people that have done a 2-week free trial? Let me know, or like, you can let us know. And if you maybe have questions, or you're like, how do I help them from the 2-week free trial to helping them with the right bundle pack, let us know, because we want to help you, because although there is commission, there is residual income. And we're going to talk a lot more about residual income in our next group that we are going to be talking about at the end of this. But yeah, so we are, do you want to share any more about that? I mean, the thing is I created this to be a full-time income, but like Gabby said, she's a bartender, and like I was there as well. So, it looks different for everyone, but like your paycheck is a direct reflection of the amount of people you're helping with bundle packs and with the business. And so and it's up to you. Like I have coaches that make more than me, and that's like, I want to see all of you succeed and just know that like the sky is the limit. Like you are in control. Like you can have, like, it's crazy. Like but it's up to you, and you need to be authentic with it, because if you don't feel authentic with it, then like what's the point? Like you need to make sure. And when you don't feel authentic, are you eating healthy? Are you drinking your superfoods? Are you doing these things? Oh, yeah. Sorry, go Gabby.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And yeah, so my thing is, we obviously, Emma and I, host in these mentorships, and we hope that you guys engage in them and you do the action steps. And I'm not like calling anyone out on here, like at all, ever, but because there's a lot more girls in that group, but we just feel like no one's engaging. And sometimes in a business, there's going to be people that don't want to do the work, and I get that, and I get everyone's busy. But Emma and I, we want a successful business, and we want you guys to have the same thing. That's why we're doing this. We're not doing it for us, we're doing it for you guys. And I think that's where some people get confused, because they're like, oh, like she's just gonna get to the top. No, like Emma has a top coach in the business above her, like, but she's her coach, or like you're her coach. So it's not,
she's under me in the downline, but I'm her coach. Yeah,
exactly. So it's not like that at all. You put in the work, okay, and what comes out of it is what you get. So if you're not working your business, you're not going to see income. If you're not sharing your story, no one's going to want to join you. And so Emma and I, well, I mean, I thought of this, but I was like, this is the second month now where I really haven't seen many girls engage. And so I really want to focus my time and energy on the girls that really want it, that want to run with their business, that want to be stay-at-home moms eventually, that, want to run their own business and to have make six figures in the future. Of course, that's my goal, Emma's goal. That should be all of our goals. But you can't make six figures by just sitting on your couch all day and watching TV shows. The point is that we have, wait, I'm like reading Becca's thing. Okay, so wait, hold on. Wait, I've been so confused. I thought these coach mentorship groups were the sneak peeks. No, the coach mentorship is for you guys. The coach internship is for girls who, want a sneak peek. That's honestly why I stopped using internship. But, okay, so the internship is a sneak peek. That's where you add your girls who are interested about the coach life, basically. The mentorship is for you guys to add your brand new coaches into this group, and it's the basics of all basics of learning, basically what you should learn in your first 30 days of being a coach. This is where you plug in your girls, your brand new girls, into this group. Now, the group that Emma and I are starting is a Get Ready, Set, Run. Actually, we changed the name. It's called Level Up to Business Builder. This is strictly only for girls who want to run with their business, who are not going to be considered discount coaches. Because if you're in this group, I'm going to treat you like a business partner, okay? I'm not going to treat you like a discount coach. And if you want to, and if if you're like, I thought this was for me, like, I'm really sorry, but I just, whatever, I'm not going to let you just go off the hook, okay? Like, you obviously joined for some reason. But this is for you guys to really get that one-on-one interaction that Em and I have been doing for the past 7 months, I feel like. But there is going to be an application. You're going to have to fill out an application to be in the group and to have the opportunity to work one-on-one with your coach. So you fill out the application, and for my girls, they would fill out my application. So if you're Emma's, Emma is your mentor, you're going to be filling out her application. And then we will go through them and read your responses, and then choose one person each month to work with one-on-one. And you guys will get one-on-one Zoom calls weekly. So every week, we'll pick a day and we hop on Zoom to do a 1 hour power hour of chatting about goals, your next steps, where you should be, who are you signing up, are you inviting, basically everything, basically your IPAs of your business, which are vital. Your IPAs, which are your income producing activities, that is what you should be focusing on, especially if you have a full-time job. If you have a full-time job, IPAs all day. And you guys are probably like, what are IPAs? IPAs are inviting, reaching out to girls. You know, I would even consider posting at least on your stories if you haven't been doing that. That's an income producing activity, I guess. Following up, you know, using your business activity tracker if you guys aren't using that. Those are some things that are going to be required to be in this group. Okay. So if this sounds like you, if you're like, yes, like I want to run with my business, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, I want all these things. First of all, you should be saying, I can. Okay. You need to change your language a little, because I know I had to do that. But here's my thing. If those top girls in the business can do it, so can you guys. The only thing stopping you from having it is up here, is your doubt, okay? Your doubt is going to stop you every single time. I don't know why. It's something chemically in our brains that, you know, are like, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry, but like, yes, you can. Okay. So I don't want you guys to think that you can't do those things, because it shouldn't even be in your vocabulary ever. Do the hard work. You're going to have your hard days. I have hard days every single day, but just keep moving forward. And I really hope this group, like, you guys will really take advantage of this group. And that's mainly why I wanted to do this call, because I really want you guys to understand what we're going to be starting when we get back. Is we're going to be doing the level up, which means level up to your success. Okay. So yeah, that's basically all I really had to say about the group.
No, I'm really excited too, because I've been wanting a group where I'm able to post, I feel like, more business building videos and like content. And I just don't feel like everyone wants that. And so having a group like this will be really awesome to have those people that are, you know, wanting to learn and just have that knowledge, but also take action, because I don't want you guys to join this group and become knowledge hoarders and consume all this knowledge and not take action on it. Action needs to be taken. You can learn all that you want, but if you're not actually taking action, nothing's going to happen. So we want to also have this group be like an accountability group for your business, just like we have an accountability group for ourselves and our, you know, working on ourselves and the community. And like Abby said, we'll have the application, and I'll also have my one-on-one internship application posted today, so that you guys can start filling it out. And I will announce when I'm back from Indianapolis, and then we'll start in the beginning of July, for me at least. So, and your coach, you know, whatever they want to do, but I'm super excited for it. So yeah, and honestly, no, I was just gonna say, you know, in this group also, we're really gonna help you like plan out when you can have when you're gonna have your hours. So I would actually look at your schedule and what are your business hours? Set business hours for yourself. If you haven't yet, do it. Even if it's an hour a day, when is that hour happening? I always look a week ahead. So if you're a daily person, still look a week ahead. Plan out that week for Sunday. I know Ruthie plans out her schedules on Sunday and does her content. So if you want Sunday to be like your planning day, whatever works for your schedule. And then just be open to evolving and flexibility, because I think the more that you can kind of roll with it, like if you don't get that hour done when you set on your calendar, I'm sure there's another time in that day where it's going to happen. Like stuff happens, you know, sometimes you're a mom, whatever. but like, don't be like, oh my gosh, I didn't get it in when I set it in, so I'm never going to get it done. Like, don't do that to yourself. Just be okay with not getting it done then if something happens, and planning it out, taking action, and penciling in when that day you're going to get it done, no matter what. Like, these are no matter what's. Even if it's before bedtime, you're in bed for an hour on your computer. Like, it's your business. You can lay in your bed and do it. May not be the best thing for you, but you can do it. I mean, it's great. Like, you can sit on the couch, whatever, even so. Anyways, and like I already said, the BAT, and yeah, so I think that's really all we wanted to talk about. Is there anything you guys want to talk about, or Gabby, anything else that you wanted to say?
I have one more thing, because I think that, it was important for me, and I'm just really starting to see it. I feel like it's really important. But you guys, I had one fear when starting my business, and that was what other people were going to think of me, that people weren't going to take me seriously. And it wasn't until I started to take myself seriously as a business person that other people started to see me that way. So now, and it's crazy, but like on Father's Day, I went to a family thing with like 40 people, and everyone was like, what you're doing is amazing. Like, you're so business oriented. Like, I can't believe it. Like, you're actually building your business. And like, I had no words. I had no words, because I really couldn't believe that other people were starting to see it and starting to look at me that way. So the second that you change your mindset, and the second that you're like, you know what, this is my business. And the second that I took action on that, other people started to see it. So I really want you guys to remember that, and remember, like, stop saying that, like, oh yeah, like I'm doing this thing. No. No, say, I'm running a business, okay? That's what you need to start saying. And you need to start saying that this is exactly what I say. When people come up to me and I'm like, yeah, I'm running my business with Team Beachbody. It's very successful, and I'm loving it. I'm so happy. Don't be afraid to say Beachbody. People are going to have their pros and their cons about it. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I had a guy come to my bar and say, isn't Beachbody a pyramid scheme? And I was like, wait a second, that's really funny you say that, because I think that I started as a hostess, and then I started as a server, and then I started as a bartender, and now I'm a manager. Isn't that a pyramid scheme? And he was like, you got me, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, I did. So everyone starts at the bottom and gets to the top, okay? So don't let people trick you into their BS, okay? So, I don't want you guys to think that, people are going to say that to you. So just be prepared.
Yeah. No, and like, so Becca was like, I heard a team call on YouTube where this guy said he treated it like he invested $250,000 and changed his business. Yeah, like, treat it like $1 million business. Like, if you're not going to treat it like you invested, then you're not going to. But if you do, like, I hear people say, like, treat it like it's $1 million business. Like, you invested $1 million instead of the $40, which is what it is to be a coach. And also, oh my God, what was I gonna say? Oh my God, it was about what the first thing that you were talking about.
Oh, I don't remember what I was talking about.
Oh, people know, like, noticing.
Oh yeah, noticing that I'm starting to, yeah.
I don't know. Come back to me. Sorry.
Well, yeah. Okay. So yes, honestly, like, people, and the thing was, is that I never posted on Facebook. I always told Emma, I was like, like, no, I get like 1 like on my Facebook. No one cares. Like, I'm going to stop, like, whatever. No, I was consistent on Facebook, and I started to do like little giveaways. Like, if you like my Facebook like page, there was like little things. Obviously, I didn't do this overnight. Like, I've been a coach for 7-8 months now, and so this has been over time. But people, I started posting on my Facebook, and because I realized I had like 1,200 friends on Facebook. Okay, that's 1,200 friends that maybe aren't friends with me on Instagram. So I was like, I need to start posting on here more. And the second I did, like, I have girls from high school that I hated, resented, I thought hated me, that are like, you are on fire. Like, you are rocking it. So just rock it. Just rock it. fuck what other people think. Okay? Seriously, like, who cares?
I remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, and to go along with the pyramid scheme thing, because that is something that I had a fear, or I was just had a fear of people asking me about it. Do your like research on like anything you feel uncomfortable with, because the reason mostly why you feel uncomfortable is because you just don't know enough yet, and also just doing, you learn. So like post in the PS page or the Dreamer Society, whatever, like if there's something where you're like, do you have a good video for this? Or like, I need to learn about this. Like, is there some video that's really resourceful? But honestly, like you, like having that is so important. And yeah, pyramid schemes are illegal. So Lindsay Matway does a video all about it, which is what I watched. And when people ask me about it, I'm like, you realize that pyramid schemes are when you buy something and you actually don't get the product. Like, and it's like, it's illegal, and there's actually a company that monitors network marketing companies. And so it's like, it's not that like people can just like make a business and like get away with it. Like they are like regulated and stuff. And I just think people just don't have the research, and that's fine. So just like little things that you might not have thought about, but subconsciously you have these fears over. You guys, there's so many other network marketing companies out there. And like, I just want you to know, like Dave Ramsey talks highly about Beachbody. Like there are so many financial advisors. And that's something too, like if one of your goals is to like get out of debt and to work on these things, I'm reading a book actually by Dave Ramsey's daughter. I didn't realize it was her. And it's called Love Your Life, Not Theirs, 7 Money Habits to like have a good financial freedom, whatever. And I'm really loving it. She's like calling me out in about every chapter that she talks. So it's been great. It's hit me right here, but it's a good thing because it's like, you know, it gives me, I feel like, more confidence when talking about it. So YouTube's an amazing resource. So yeah.
If you guys are not, you guys, use YouTube. Use YouTube. Like I tell this to all my girls. I'm like, I don't mind answering your questions. That's never like a problem or issue. But I'm the type of person that I know I'm going to learn more if I do the work myself. Remember, this is your business. We like to say we want to hold your hand, but what if we aren't there to hold your hand? Okay, like Emma's a full-time mom. I never want to bother her on her busiest days. So a lot of the times I will find the answer. And if I absolutely can't, like then I'll reach out to her. So like use YouTube, use FAQs. There's so many tools and resources for you guys. I mean, I honestly now I barely watch TV, but I remember what I was going to say, but whatever. I barely watch TV anymore. And like, honestly, I'm always on YouTube. And now I get my husband to watch them with me so that he understands. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys before when I say about support and stuff. Like, that's why you need business hours. If you have a significant other, or if you have a husband, or if you have kids, your business hours are important because you do not want to neglect those people in your life. Trust me when I say this, okay? I'm literally almost got a divorce over this, okay? I'm very open about it now, and I think it's something that needs to be talked about because, he didn't marry into this. I had to, realize that he is still my number one and my business obviously comes second, which is totally fine, but I have to set business hours for myself. And your significant other has to remember that this is your business and it's very important to you. And you guys have to talk about those things because if you don't talk about those things, they're going to get upset and they're going to feel neglected. Okay. So, also communication. Tell them when you have a team call. Tell them when you're about to do emails. Tell them when you I need like 5 seconds just to get through this email. And then I'm all yours. Okay. Be open with them and have communication because if you don't, they're going to feel neglected and they're going to start to, think that they're not important. And I had to see that the hard way. So, like tonight I said to my husband, 5:30, I have a team call. Then do you want to go rent a movie and watch a movie? Yes. Perfect. Now there's no miscommunication. And I think that was really hard for me. And that's why, Emma's coach, Lauren, she was super helpful. She's like, do you have business hours? And I was like, no, like, what do you mean? And she's like, girl, set business hours for yourself, okay? And so that's really, really important. And use those that business hour, those power hours for your BATs, business or BAT or IPAs, income producing activities. But yeah, I should do a whole team call on significant other and starting your business. I could go on for days about this. But yeah.
Oh, it's hard. I get it. I've been through a divorce and it's been real fun. So, but yeah, no. And I think even still in a new relationship, it can be tough, but he knows. And I'll be honest, I put my business first because I do have other priorities and I want to be able to move out and I don't want to rely financially on that. So, yeah, and he can be your business partner. Like, honestly, Andrew takes pictures for me. He knows what I do. He honestly never really makes me feel bad about it. And I'm so thankful for him. And I'm so thankful you guys have communication now. And that's what I mean. Like, it's so important to have communication no matter what it is about. Like, it's anything in your relationship. So, like, don't be afraid to do that. And if they don't support the network marketing thing, well, they'll come around because my first husband did not. And he eventually came around. It took him about a year. And I feel like they also are very like numbers people. Men are very numbered oriented. And they kind of want to see your hard work in numbers, if that makes sense. And that's kind of when they're like, oh, okay, I get it. Because for the first year, like, it takes time, and they see you working your ass off, and they see you so happy and talking about all the women you're helping and changing. But then they're like, but I don't see it financially, really. Like, a little, but not like what you're talking about, like what future can look like, right? Yeah, and Ruthie, all this like, stick to consistency with your content, with your business hours, and with your own journey, and it'll all be fine. Yeah, it's so true. Like, just having that balance for yourself, because what my balance looks like is not going to be the same as with Gabby's, with Nicolette, Courtney, Ruthie, Becca. You know, like, we all are going to have different balances, but we're all here to help people, help ourselves, and work together as a community and as a team. So just lean into, like, if you're going through a hard time and you're just like, I can't lead a group this month, that's fine. Let us know. Just communicate. Be like, I'll still be posting and stuff, but, like, you know, so just communicate with us. Like, we just want to know. Like, if you want to run groups, like, also please let us know. Like, we want other people to have the opportunity to lead, and to like, clean weeks are a great place to start. So yeah.
I'm laughing because, like, we had communication problems earlier today with another team member. So, like, literally, communication is key. Okay, like,
True.
that's why I'm laughing.
Exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, in any life situation, like, so don't just be like, oh, they'll understand, or like, they can read my mind, because just like you can't read their mind, you know. Yeah. We always.
And it's part of your brand too. Like, you want to make sure that you're incorporating things about you. So, like, I'm a wife, I'm a dog mom. I incorporate those things into my brand, into my business. So you have to also remember that. So if you're married, or if you have a dog or a cat, like, incorporate those things, you know? All right. But that's all I have. That's all I have.
Yes. Yeah, and, like, I mean, we have the videos so go back and watch the videos if you haven't, like, about your why, writing out the 5 things about you that you want to post about on social media. Like, all those things are in the group. Does anyone have any questions while we're on? Like, that, like, you want to talk about more, or no?
Yeah. Questions.
Otherwise, I'll stop the recording.
Yeah.
There's no stupid questions. So, like, if you're like hearts racing, or like whatever.
Has anyone read the book Get Over Your Damn Self? Has anyone read that book? Listen to the Audible?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Do you guys know that there's actually a worksheet that Alexa made?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it on Audible. Listen to it while you're in the shower, while you're cooking, while you're putting your makeup on, whatever it is. Sometimes I use it instead of, like, listening to music while I'm working out. But yes, there's a workbook for it, and it's amazing. Listening to that book will help you define your why, because she talks about it in that book. So yeah, I definitely recommend that book. Maybe like your second book. I don't know.
Yeah, I can post the notebook in the internship too, but it should be in the team page. I think it's.
I think it's in Team Fit Revolution.
Okay. I thought I put it in Dreamer Society.
Not sure. But yeah, that's all we really have for you guys tonight. And if you guys have girls that are interested and you want to throw them into the internship, go right ahead. And also feel free to go live in that group and share your story as a new coach. We really encourage you guys to go in there and post, like go live, post what you love, do whatever you want, like to in that group. Basically, it's not just for us to post in there, it's for you guys to post too. You know, even if you don't have coaches, yeah, you know, post in there and then post about it that you posted in there. And so yeah, because we're going to be posting in there, and we're actually going to go live from Summit, I think on Saturday morning, and talk to you guys about our experience there. And next year we hope to see you guys there, because it's going to I'm so excited.
Yeah, and also like same with the team page. Like if you ever want to go live in there, like helping or working for you, or you find a video that you are like, oh my gosh, this like changed me. Like the team page is for you guys too. Like post in there, use it, sharing is caring. So yeah.
Yep. Well, thanks for being on, ladies. Hope this was helpful at all. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end the recording. Stay on so we can get a picture. And thanks for being on live and also watching the recording if you're watching the recording.